As the first light of April 9, 1865, touched the war-ravaged fields of America, the air was thick with anticipation. 4 grueling years of conflict had left scars on the landscape and on the hearts of those who survived. A young Union soldier, John, gazed out across the battlefield. He had seen too much, lost too much in this fraternal fight. His whisper echoed the sentiment of many. 4 years. The Confederacy, once a defiant dream, was now on the brink of collapse. Meanwhile, in the Confederate camp, General Robert E. Lee was grappling with a harsh reality. His once formidable army, now mere shadows of their former selves, were starved, depleted, and surrounded. The defiant dream of the Confederacy was teetering on the brink of collapse. Hope, that once bright beacon, now flickered faintly. Faced with the undeniable truth, Lee, a man of honor, recognized that surrender was the only option left to save his remaining men. With a heavy heart, Lee acknowledged, "Gentlemen, we have reached the end of our road." In a modest farmhouse at Appomattox Court House, General Lee and General Ulysses S. were about to shape the future of America. Their meeting was a culmination of years of brutal conflict, a moment that would echo through centuries. 2 generals, each bearing the weight of countless lives, came together not as enemies, but as men seeking peace. Their respect for each other was palpable, a testament to their shared commitment to their countrymen. Grant, the relentless Union leader, surprised many with his generous terms. He offered not humiliation, but a path towards healing. This was not a victor's demand, but a brother's hand extended in reconciliation, and thus the fateful meeting concluded, marking the end of a devastating chapter in American history. Back at the Union camp, the news of Lee's surrender triggered an eruption of joy. Soldiers, weary from years of conflict, let out roars of triumph. Laughter and music filled the air, a stark contrast to the somber silence that had prevailed for so long. Amid the jubilation, there was John. A tear traced a path down his cheek, his face a mosaic of relief, grief, and a hint of joy. Tears of relief, sorrow, and joy flowed freely as the reality of victory sank in. As the sun set on the battlefield, the grim task of healing and rebuilding lay ahead. The war was over, but the echoes of battle lingered on. Soldiers, once enemies, now found common ground in the shared ordeal of caring for the wounded and burying the fallen. A somber silence hung in the air, a poignant reminder of the brutal conflict that had torn the country apart. Yet, amidst the devastation, a glimmer of hope emerged. The nation, fractured but not broken, now faced the daunting task of rebuilding, a task that would require strength, courage, and unity. In the midst of the desolation, the dawn of a new era had arrived.